What is going on, guys? This is Apex the Entertainer, and goodness gracious, prepare to be entertained. Because you know what we're doing today, folks? Here in Marvel Snap, as always, we're going easy mode. Okay? Picture this. Okay? Picture this, okay? Is this you? You're sitting there and you're playing the game, and you go, man, this is a lot of work. This is a lot of work. What do I have to, I have to think? I have to think about where I'm going to put my cards. I have to think about where I might place them based on the zones available to me. What am I? What am I, a big brain genius? Well, if that sounds like you, man, oh man, do I have the solution. And here she is, Agatha Harkness. If you don't know, Agatha Harkness, really, really interesting ability, super fun. Agatha starts in your hand and plays your cards for you. So that, amongst other things, is very interesting. Now, it's worth noting that she is not good at the game necessarily, in that she will pay little attention to zones and synergies, right? So generally speaking, you want to be careful about playing cards that require synergies with her because she doesn't focus on them very well. So a couple of things came to mind here first and foremost. Number one, the current featured location is Lamentis 1. Lamentis 1 being draw 3 cards, destroy both decks, meaning that you want to make sure that any given hand of 7 cards, can play fairly well on its own. So you need a good, consistent mana curve. Now, in addition to that, again, I wanted something that I knew took very little synergy. Now, interestingly enough, and I know if you're a regular viewer, this is very unlike me, but we're doing a no ability deck in combination with Patriot. The reason being is that it doesn't really require any synergy, right? Outside of the fact that Patriot at some point needs to be played, but the chances of that are fairly high. It's also a very clean mana curve, right? We have 0, we have 3 1 costs, 2 2 costs, 2 3 costs, a 4, 2 5s, and a 6. So again, generally speaking, it goes very well with Lamentis. And ooh, baby, is it just easy mode. We're working with big chillin' here, because that's what we do. We just big chill. So you're going to watch, about 15 minutes of me just big chillin'. So get excited. It's also worth noting, very, very interesting. In fact, this is probably the most interesting part about Agatha Harkness to me, which is that you'll notice I already have her Infinitied. Now, the reason being, and this goes in combination with what I was talking about the easy cube farming simulator that I'm about to give you the ins and outs of, okay? What's very interesting is that she always takes all the boosters. She has some little line that she says at the end of the game and always takes the boosters. So no matter what, those boosters inevitably will go towards Agatha. So if you want a very consistent way to know that you have a character that you can regularly level up, it has been a day of me playing this deck, right? I don't know how many games. I've played it, a fairly consistent amount. But it's been a day, and I have Infinitied her and gotten her, well, look at that. I've already gotten her Infinity split to Legendary, which means I'm going to re-Infinity her very quickly. And for the sake of consistency, really, really cool. So again, that's another reason that I think I'll regularly fall back on my big chillin' deck, because it's just going to be consistent cubes and consistent boosters for consistent growth. And if there's one thing I love, it's consistent growth. Without further ado, let's play some big chillin' here, folks. So again, keep in mind, Agatha's always going to start in hand. Now, it's worth mentioning a couple of key things that I'll say about this. Number one, I'm only playing this specific deck type with Agatha because Lamentis 1 is the current hot location or featured location. It's still a decent deck regardless, and you see I'm going to talk a lot for this one because I don't have to play the game. There's Lamentis, perfect. So again, when I see Lamentis, that's great for us, because you'll notice right down the line, like I said, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have a perfect mana curve right from the get-go, so it plays very well with Lamentis, and it's very rare that you end up with a hand that's not decent, right? Whereas any other deck that's heavily reliant on synergies would really struggle with Lamentis 1, right? So the reason I say that, which, it's my long-winded way of getting to it, is that there is a deck that I think is better with Agatha, which is a Hela combo. So you combine her, is it Hela or Hell? It's Hela. You combine her with Hela, and then you inevitably play Lady Sif at some point when Agatha is your 6 cost in hand, right? Of course, the goal being that Hela doesn't end up in hand previous to you playing Lady Sif. But Lady Sif would then discard Agatha Harkness, and then when you eventually play Hela, you'll be able to automatically lay down Agatha, in addition to the fact that Agatha no longer controls your deck. So you are then able to play your synergies again. But, as I said previously, I don't think that works well with Lamentis 1. I think that's heavily reliant on you getting very specific cards, and so Lamentis 1 would really mess that up. It is certainly something that I will dabble with in the future in another video. So man, oh man, do I hope to see you folks there. All right, let's actually pay attention to the game. Oh, I guess we win. I guess we snap, huh? What'd I say, folks? Easy mode. Somebody stop me. Oh, no. Oh, it doesn't matter. Somebody still stop me. I stand by what I said. All right, there you go. Little Dubsky from the start. I didn't pay any attention to that game the entire time. Isn't it gorgeous? So really, I mean, there's two different ways I look at this, right? You can either view it as a consistent way to farm in the early game, and to farm, again, boosters for a specific character so you know you have a constant progression. You can also just do this if you want, to be a mid to light player. If you don't want to be sweaty like me, an absolute sweat master like myself, then you can just, hang on the couch while you watch TV and hit end turn over and over and over and over again throughout your day. I will say it made it really easy to play this game consistently and just knock through my missions, right? It felt very smooth. I have a busy life outside of YouTube, and I still didn't, I didn't even notice because I was just kind of hitting end turn throughout my day. So in that regard, she's really great. But let's focus up here, okay? Now, I should tell you, you're not going to get the same results as I do because Agatha and I, we have a connection, okay? If you don't know, we talk a lot on this channel about chemistry. And so all I got to do is sit there and go, Agatha. I just got to tell her, hey, this is the vibe, Agatha. Just go with the vibe. And sure enough, that's what happens. So we've got our Patriot out. It's also actually going to go well with Gamma Lab, funny enough, because, oof. Interesting. Okay, so we're obviously dealing with some sort of a death deck. That's actually okay. That's actually okay. It puts him in a similar place to where we're at. So let's hope that Agatha plays Thing in Sinister London, okay? She got real close, almost the same wavelength there. She's trying, okay? She's trying her absolute hardest. Really, really fun card, guys. Like I said, it's definitely something. If you get her, I will absolutely, I go back and forth sometimes on my thoughts. I will absolutely say that she is not the meta. She's definitely not the meta. You have to get comfortable. Nice, that was good throwing Abomination in the right side there. You definitely have to be willing to get comfortable with the fact that you're gonna have to surrender from time to time. Okay, you gotta swallow your pride a little bit on this one, folks. I'll tell you that for sure. Okay, so this is a really cool thing for you guys to see. So Wave was just played, which makes the next turn cards in both players' hands cost 4. The one consistent thing about Agatha is she will always play herself at the earliest possible time. And I really hope she plays herself in Sinister London. Okay, that's okay. But that works out well for us, right? Because we regain control, and then now we really are going to get a dub, I think. Oh, that was turn 6. Okay, well, again, just a dub. Like it's absolutely nothing. It's almost weird. I'll tell you right now, it's weird making content for Agatha because you just sit there and win. You just sit there and farm up cubes and boosters, baby. It's like we're cheating the system. Yeah. Probably a good idea to snap. Let's dipski on that one. Okay, so thanks a lot, Agatha. God. So again, it's a grin and bear it to some degree. You definitely got to deal with the fact that you're not going to pull dubs every time. My goodness, it's so easy. It's just so easy. Not saying it's good, but man is it easy. Cards here with no abilities have +3 power. We actually love to see it. Thank you for putting everything in the wrong spot, Agatha. I really, really appreciate that. You're doing great. Please, she's got to put something with no ability in Washington, D.C., right? It's got to happen at some point. I'm feeling good. She knows what I see. Oh, okay. Wasted is Carnage. That's actually great. Thank you. Okay, there we go. We got Misty with no ability over in Washington, D.C., so she will definitely get some extra points. Okay, this is looking good. This is looking like a big old dubski. And I'm just gonna kick back, drink my iced white mocha latte while we take a dub. And I casually click end turn from time to time, because that's how easy this is, okay? We're just farming cubes and boosters, baby. A little ASMR on the gulps there. Hope you appreciate it. A little extra content just thrown in there. Man, that deserves a subscription, huh? Turn 4. Would have liked you to put him not there, but that's okay. It's actually not worst case. Now we really, really need Agatha to be on the same page with us here and put White Tiger into the rightmost zone. Please. Thank you. Okay. Oh, snapping? Tumus Van? You're that confident with a name like that? Okay, that's a little annoying. Yeah, we definitely win, though. They already snapped as well. You love to see it. They're very overconfident, so I know they're going to stick around. Warpath. Yeah, ain't going to do it. Ain't going to do it, Chief. Light work. Easy mode. All I did was click end turn. 1, 2, 3, 6 times. That's all I had to do, folks. And then I collect bank. And then I bank it. That's all you do. My God. Could you imagine? Could you imagine watching this stuff and not being subscribed right now? I hope you folks can try this out. If you don't have Agatha, as soon as you get her, throw her into one of those decks. Try her out. Let her play for you. You know, I can't promise you'll have the same connection with her that I do, because who could? You know what I mean? But nonetheless, while you're doing that, while you're throwing Agatha in there and letting her play for you, I might recommend do a little subscription, a little likesy poo, whatever it may be. It definitely helps me out a lot. But until next time, folks, I appreciate you all.